I was just kind of sitting there one day, just kind of like, you know what? Society has these stupid ass norms and like standards that are like, oh, if you don't abide by this, nobody's gonna like you. That's so dumb. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Junior Mints podcast. My name is Finn Lawler. This is episode 105. This podcast is all about my thoughts, opinions, and advice on things in life. So, let's get into it. So, today's episode is going to be about the standards that society sort of holds for us and, like, says we have to abide by, you know? So, I'll just get into it. So, what do I mean? Well, I'm referring to things that, like, we're supposed to do, you know? I'm referring to things like, oh, you have to have a 401k or something in order to be successful. It's like, and these, again, these are just my opinions about the matters as well. So, another example of a standard that society holds for us is you're supposed to have this particular body type in order to be successful and, like, for people to like you and blah, 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 blah. Nope. Literally, no. So it's the standards that society holds for us, it's like a bar. The bar is complete crap, by the way. The expectations are way too high, and it's just something that we should ignore. So another standard, quote unquote, that society says we have to abide by is, oh, you know, everyone has social media. What about those who are, like, not 18 through 24? They probably don't. I mean, some of them do, but not everyone has, you know, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. No. So it's kind of like, I personally don't use social media as much as I used to. Plus, if you think about it, social media is only like a sliver of a person's life. It's only like the highlight reel, you know? It's not showing like the things behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? So, again, not everyone has to have social media. In fact, I would argue and say that it's better to not. But that's another video. That's another episode of the podcast. So here we go. The next standard that society somewhat holds for us, and by us I mean like the general population, is, and this is more narrowed down to like my field of work, and it's, you have to move to LA, Los Angeles, for a career in the arts. No. In fact, I would almost encourage you, whoever is listening to this, to not go to LA. Sure, if you want to make it big, yeah. But if you think about it, and this is just a personal opinion, LA is more corrupt than we know, you know? I do not see myself, at least, going to LA for the arts. Like, I'm not even close to LA, and I'm doing all right, you know? So it's kind of like that but a stereotype of like, oh, you have to move to LA to get a career in the arts. Like, no, you don't. Like, if you want to launch your career, like if you're not willing to put in the hard work for a career in the arts, okay, that sounds bad, but if you just want to just go for it, sure, you can go to LA. But I personally recommend against it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm not cutting any of this out, by the way. I don't care. Oh, so the next standard that society holds for us, and it's just kind of like floating out there, is you have to be in shape. No. You don't have to have just a kale leaf, a carrot stick, and some water for your meals to be in shape. You don't even have to be in shape. Being in shape is a personal choice. For example, like, I'm in shape pretty much, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, you have to be in shape, otherwise you're not gonna have a good life. Screw that. That's so stupid. That's dumb. Like, eat what you want. Enjoy your life, live a little. Sure, if you have a little bit of extra fat on your body, sure, who cares? Who the crap cares? It's not required for you to be like, shredded or some crap. No. But I would say it is very important to take care of your body in some regard. Like, just drink plenty of water, Go for a walk if you have to. But you don't have to be like, Brad Pitt in Fight Club, just shredded out of your mind. No, of course not. That's a little high, if you ask me. A little too high. Just saying. Which brings me to the next standard. Actually, the last standard, according to my outline here. Last standard. So that standard that apparently society tells us to do is you have to go to college to be successful. No, you don't. No. Like, two examples. One, the field that I'm working in right now, you don't really need a college degree for it. You don't really need a college degree to set up a camera, clap like two clap sticks together and be like, okay, we're going to sync the audio. No, you don't have to. No, and the second example is my sister's fiance literally did not go to college, and he's doing super well from what I've heard. So it's kind of like, that further proves my point. You don't, like, sure, going to college is like, if you can afford it, then go. But if you can't, don't worry about it. It's like a nice to have, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Anyway, so the standards, put that in quotes, at which society holds us are so dumb, so stupid. Like, you don't have to, like, if you abide by society's standards, then you're not going to stand out. It's just how it is. Like, just don't follow society's standards. Society's standards, pardon my French, are complete bull is what it is. Pardon my French on that one. So, sure, yeah, there are society standards are different than social norms. Social norms, for example, it's kind of like having good manners. You just have to. It just works. It's just something like common decency, manners, sure. But saying, oh, you have to be in shape and you have to weigh 165 with a six-pack, no. You don't have to. You could, but you don't have to. See what I'm saying? So, hopefully all of that makes sense. I was just kind of sitting there one day, just kind of like, you know what? Society has these stupid-ass norms and, like, standards that are like, oh, if you don't abide by this, nobody's going to like you. That's so dumb. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense. Long story short, you do you, You are who you choose to be. You are who you choose to be. I'll say that a third time. You are who you choose to be. Iron Giant, 1999. Boom. And with that, this has been episode 105 of the Junior Mints Podcast. I have been your host, Finn Lawler. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like, subscribe down below. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but it's fine. Subscribe down below. Thank you guys so much for watching yet again, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.